Ladies and gentlemen, PulseChain launch may be imminent. Could be happening at absolutely any time. In this video today, we're going to be looking at some of the circumstantial evidence that may be showing that PulseChain is finally going to be here, and that includes PulseX as well. We'll be talking about in this video. We're also going to be talking about, as we get ready to prepare for PulseChain launch, how to avoid PulseChain scams. Ladies and gentlemen, I love cryptocurrency. I love this technology, and I believe it's going to transform the world. But the one thing that is a thorn in my side is watching people get scammed over and over and over. And I promise you, at the launch of PulseChain, there are going to be some scams. And I wanted to do my best to prepare you, particularly if you're relatively new to cryptocurrency, on what you can do to avoid scams. Even if you've been in crypto for a while, there's oftentimes common scams that if you let your guard down, any of us can become prey to these scams or victim of these scams. The other thing I'm going to do is talk to you about being prepared, just a couple of simple things you need to make certain that you're prepared for once PulseChain does in fact launch. And it's going to be a little bit of a surprise launch. I'll explain what I'm talking about a little bit later in the video. Also, I'm going to share with you my plans with Pulse and my profits. Yes, I do plan to take some PulseChain profits, but I'm going to share with you what I'm going to do with that as well. By the way, I know there's a lot of PulseChain YouTubers that are not going to be honest about taking their profits. They're going to claim they're not taking profits or never taking profits, diamond hands, yada yada. That's great, but if that is what you're going to do in most of crypto, that is typically a recipe for losing money. You always have to have a plan of taking profits at some point. So I recommend, no matter what the project is, that you have a profit-taking plan. It doesn't mean you're getting out of a project. Doesn't mean you don't believe in a project. It means that you're protecting yourself financially. The rule to investing to invest successfully is you always have to understand how to play defenses. Sometimes a strong defense is a good offense, and an offense is taking profits early. Make certain that you're secure and that you're safe. And then hopefully we're going to ride this puppy to the moon. All right, let's get into this. Let's go ahead. What evidence do we have that PulseChain could be launching? Well, first of all, is Richard Hart himself put out this tweet just 16 hours ago. The PulseX.com and PulseChain.com mainnet are estimated to launch publicly in less than 7 days. What's interesting about this tweet is he did not say it's going to be launching in 7 days. It's going to be launching in about a week. He said in less than 7 days. So that includes anything from now till 7 days. Now, Richard Hart previously has stated that there would not be any sort of announcement or countdown timer. Eventually, what will happen is they will just deploy it and it will be live. So you want to be aware of that. You want to be paying attention to it. And if nothing else, just follow Richard Hart on Twitter. Follow me on Twitter, follow me on YouTube, follow anyone who's talking about Pulse because you'll know because they'll talk about it, myself included. So I'm looking forward to Pulse. I'm not a typical quote-unquote hexagon. This is not all I talk about, but this is a project that I have been paying attention to. I'm anticipating and I am hoping that it is here sooner than later, and it looks like we are less than 7 days away. According to this tweet, we could be less than 6 days away basically from 16 hours ago. But I'm going to go out on a limb and I'm going to make a prediction right here, right now. When Richard Hart first announced the launch of PulseChain way back when, I said then I strongly felt like it would be delayed. Now, I thought a delay was like 3 to 6 months delay, not a year or more. However, I'm going to make a prediction now. I think it's going to launch in less than 4 days from now. In less than 4 days. And I genuinely believe we could see this go live today or even over the weekend. I think it's better for it to get launched out there and it be a little bit of a surprise and catch people off guard. So I think it's going to get launched during a typical low traffic time period, and that could be the weekend. It could actually be overnight North American time as well. Keep an eye on this. I think it's coming. There's a little bit more evidence out here. Ivan on Hex, which is a play on Ivan on Tech. He started here on May 9th, and he said, we may launch in the next 48 hours. Be prepared now. This comes from Richard Hart kind of dropping a tweet that he was hinting at this could be happening soon. So a lot of people got very, very excited about this. But Ivan on Hex, Tech is the actual real account, but Ivan on Tech is very pro crypto. I made a whole video talking about this. He's very pro Hex and very pro PulseChain. And I made a whole video on this. I'll try to remember to link it above for you to watch. It's a great video. But this guy's a serious influencer in the crypto space, over 400, maybe close to 500,000 followers. Probably the largest influencer that I know of that is bullish on the launch of PulseChain. But he retweeted this guy here. Now, this is important. Let's go look at this. My understanding is this gentleman is a developer of PulseChain. He oftentimes retweets a lot of what Richard Hart says. But right here, look, Bitcoin halted, basically talking about the fees and stuff. Ethereum fees are too expensive. And he's got PulseChain, mainnet launch. It's like check, check. And if you think about it, if they have control over launch time, this is an incredible time to launch it. And while there's all this negativity around Bitcoin, all this negativity around Ethereum, this could be a great potential time to launch PulseChain. So we got 1, 2, 3, and notice it's like blued out. It's not like it's a box. It's empty. Like it's almost feels like there's a checkbox here, like it's ready to go. We just got to push a button. I'm excited. I want to hear your prediction, what you think down below. Now, here's what I want to talk about next. I want to talk about when PulseChain launches, how to avoid scams. We're going to basics on how to be prepared, and then we're going to go into sort of my plan. This tweet went up by Liquid Loans. I'm glad that they pinned this tweet. This is a Hex project, by the way, or PulseChain project as well. This is a great reminder of all potential scams that could be coming, so just be careful. Mainnet reminders: confirm all links from 2 official sources. In other words, don't rely on one source, because listen, this is very important. You could lose potentially hundreds or thousands, in some cases tens of thousands, or even millions of dollars, depending on what you're transacting with. Be very careful of clicking on the wrong link. And as simple as that is, most people don't realize this. Clicking phishing links is the #1 way that actual cybersecurity experts themselves are oftentimes tricked. So it's the oldest trick in the books. Instead of like hex.com, it could be hex spelled with, HEXI.com or something like that. You just want to confirm all links that you're using, that you're clicking on. Look for 2 official sources and make certain that you're clicking on the proper link. This is another one. Liquidity will be thin. On my video where I was talking about meme coins and investing in meme coins and how to find the next 100x gem, I mentioned there that early on liquidity is low. This is going to be true for PulseChain as well. Liquidity is going to be low across the board. When you go to make a trade, make certain you see how much slippage is going to be there. If you see 1 or 2%, not a big deal. You start seeing 5 and 10% slippage, pay attention. And if you're not careful, you could see 30, 40, 50, 60% slippage on some trades. So make certain in the beginning that you just double check your slippage before you just, out of habit, just click through and make that trade. Here's another one. There's going to be no USD values for 24 to 48 hours. So be careful of that. Day 1, you are not late. Do not rush. I agree with this. There is no need to rush. So many people are going to be flying in, trying to move funds around, trying to do this, trying to do that. Listen, it's day 1. Breathe, relax, be prepared, be excited, pay attention to what's going on. But don't be in such a hurry to make trades. Be very, very careful with that. And this is a big one. No one, I want to say this again, no one needs your seed phrase. If you're on Telegram, I can promise you're probably going to start getting some sort of bot type messages and DMing you directly, announcing mainnet live, click here, and it's going to be a combination of giving bad links. If you have a problem and you put a question anywhere in Telegram, you're going to get someone to DM you saying that they're a moderator or they're a developer with a project. They just want to help you, and they're going to ask you a few questions, and invariably they end up asking you for a seed phrase. Nobody in crypto needs your seed phrase. Your seed phrase is a key to your house. It's a universal key to your financial house. You wouldn't give somebody to log into your bank accounts to access your money. That is essentially what your seed phrase is to a power of 10. And once someone has your seed phrase, they can take money out of your wallet, and there's literally nothing you can do about it. There's no recourse. Never, ever, ever give out your seed phrase. Please keep that in mind. And I'm sorry, I don't mean to beat a dead horse here. I just want people to be safe. I want you to be careful. I don't want you to get hurt. I don't want you to make a mistake. And any of us, by the way, can make mistakes. I want to talk about how to be prepared. And this is along the same lines here. It's basically security. First of all, make certain that you know what wallet address that you sacrificed from. That's where you're going to get your Pulse and PulseChain, PulseX, whatever. Make certain you know which wallet you sacrificed from. You still have access to that wallet. Make certain that you have the seed phrases to that wallet. You want to have all of that. Make certain that it is secure. If for any reason your wallet has been compromised, set up a brand new wallet, set up a hardware wallet. When I say compromised, I mean if you think it's possible at all that your seed phrase could have been leaked anywhere at all, you stored it on your computer when you shouldn't have, or if you've ever done anything like that, then I would recommend that you set up a brand new wallet with a brand new seed phrase. And as soon as you get the PulseChain assets into your wallet, immediately move those assets over to the brand new secured wallet. You need to have security, and if you've ever had a hardware, if you've never used a hardware wallet, now is the time to use it. Now, my plans with Pulse. Okay, so here's the thing. I sacrificed a little over $5,000 between PulseChain and PulseX. I personally, and I don't mind telling you that, by the way, but I personally will be keeping a significant portion of my funds in the Pulse ecosystem. I am bullish long term to see what happens here. I'm really bullish to see where we go from here. Richard Hart talks a lot, but it's less about what he's going to do in the future, and it's more about what the community. This is one of the strongest community-driven projects I've ever seen. I mean, there's literally been Hexicans spending their own money to the tunes of thousands, tens of thousands of dollars, and just to advertise the project. It's amazing. I see all these direct mailers going out. I see the billboards. I see the vans and stuff that have been wrapped. I know what that sort of guerrilla style marketing costs. I see the ads online. I know what those things cost. I've been in advertising and marketing off and on throughout most of my adult life. People are spending a small fortune. So I'm confident that this community is going to continue to develop and evolve. So I want to be a part of that in the event that they do something truly extraordinary. And when I say extraordinary, I don't just mean in dollar values going up. I mean extraordinary as in decentralized technology that is going to transform the overall crypto ecosystem. I believe that's possible with the PulseChain community. Also, with the profits that I take, I'm going to take those profits and I'm probably going to put them into some passive income projects. You know, I'm always all about earning passive income. I just did a video talking about investing in 100x meme coins, and this video, by the way, is a full walkthrough guide. I'm probably going to do some meme coin investing. If you want to know more about this, I recommend that you come watch this video. It's 55 minutes. It is a full walkthrough. Essentially, it's a course. Right here, this gentleman said, "This video is excellent. Thank you so much for making this, brother. I'm saving it as my guide for my meme coin strategy from now on." Two people on my Telegram spoke up and sent me a direct message. One person said, "This is the best meme coin education video I've seen anywhere on YouTube by far. Thank you so much." And another guy said, "Hey, this is truly informational. Really appreciate you taking time to put this out." It's one thing for people to hit the like button. It's another thing for people to be able to send you direct messages and leaving comments telling you they like your content. And as a creator, it's incredibly rewarding. But I've really enjoyed what I've been doing with meme coins right now. So I'll probably take some of my PulseChain profits, and I'm probably going to keep a lot of it in PulseChain in the Pulse ecosystem, just so you know. Probably spread it around to the backbone projects like Pulse and PulseX. Probably going to do a lot less of the ancillary projects. I'm not chasing the big pump and dump. I want to hold it kind of long term and see where we're going from here, what happens in the future. Projects on PulseChain do well. By proxy, PulseChain and PulseX should do well also. I really want to make certain I'm holding the backbone type projects. I'm then going to take part of the profit and I'm going to be able to invest in some passive income plays that I'm doing. Stay tuned to the channel if you want to see what I'm doing there. Make certain that you smash that subscribe button, click the bell notification icon, and click all. As well as I'm probably going to be invested in meme coins, and I've got a meme coin video coming up next. I'm going to be talking about how I do actual live research on meme coin projects, and I'm probably going to create a watch list and put that up for those of you who like the idea of investing in meme coins. Make certain you watch that video. But first, come over here. I'll put this on the end screen. Watch this video, how to find the next 100x meme coin. Stay tuned. I'll keep you updated on any news. Ladies and gentlemen, decentralized cryptocurrency equals freedom. This is Crypto Wealth. I'm out.